As most of us are aware, pregnancy can significantly change our bodies and make our hair a lot thicker, which is nice. But something many of us don't expect is that pregnancy has the potential to significantly transform our face. And for one mom, Savannah Scott Lenfestey, whose TikTok username is Savannah Lyn Beauty, which I'll include in the show notes below, her face drastically changed. And this mom, like, it's not just like a little change, like, oh yeah, like she's a little bit more bloated. It completely transformed her face. Check it out. And so this dramatic change, it's caused by something that's not too much of a mystery. It's drastic swelling. And so, during pregnancy, the body holds more water than usual. Typically, the swelling caused by this fluid retention is most dramatic, in the ankles and the feet, which is why some of us feel like we had like Play-Doh injected into our ankles by the end of the day. But sometimes, again, the swelling can impact the face. And while this will go away after the baby comes out, it can seriously mess with a mom's self-esteem for obvious reasons. And so if you're going through this right now, especially if your face is being transformed, because our face typically is the first thing we look at when we look in the mirror, right? And so if it's changed, it can really, really hit our self-esteem hard. So if you're going through that, I encourage you, and it might sound cheesy, but it works because everything from top to bottom completely changed during my last pregnancy. I gained about 55 pounds. I looked very, very different in the mirror. And so back to my suggestion. I suggest once a day finding one part of your body that you love, even if it's like your new manicure or whatever. It can be tiny, but just find one area of your body that you love and just focus on it. Maybe it's like your super full boobs. That was the one part. Like usually I have pancake boobs, especially after breastfeeding my son for 3 years. Like they're not attractive. But when I was pregnant with my daughter, they were looking good. So stare at your boobs for a couple of minutes. And so just like really, really focus on that one part. And then if your eyes roam to other parts and you cringe, just number one, remember that these changes are temporary. But then also, go beyond that into remembering that, of course, and I know you know this, but you're growing a new life. What your body is doing and capable of is obviously so much more important than what it looks like in this moment. And luckily, there are also things we can do to minimize swelling, which I will cover in the next video I post.